to that fast over corrosion, which has just taken over a lot of these lanes. All of a sudden, you get a bear kill back. A lot of golden XP for Yatoro. He can start to regain momentum in this lane. This is a very strong lane for Team Spirit. Tree Weaver, there's not much that beats this, so this just shows how strong this offlane is for gaming as well. They're
it would
combating
be
the
such
bug.
a massive win if they could actually bring down Ace, but Yatoro's going to have to try and go for Tofu instead, who gave up his own life to be able to kill the bug on Ace to protect his core. He does die, but if Yatoro gets caught by an entangle here, it's going to be a heavy punish, but not afraid, turns around, battles back against that bear, knowing Ace still has some time before he has another resummon available.
They really want this XP advantage, and again, rotating to Ace's lane, I think, is a recipe for success. The other move you're going to make is to collapse when that helm is up to try and push this tower or kick Durachi out of the lane. But I feel like every time you make one of these aggressive moves on Gaimin in the early game, you're pretty happy with it, right? Because it means they're not going to Ace, they're not pushing your tower, and then things like this can start to happen where another kill for Yatoro. And in fact, they're just going to bring everybody up here. Try and go on Ace again. This is when the Lone Druid is susceptible.
Perfect opportunity with the bear now being put on cooldown. They have done serious damage to Ace, killing him so many times. And even maybe catching Tofu here. Celery's going to try and slow him down, but that's two supports without a real stun. Can't really put to use that Rolling Thunder super well. He's going to try for it anyway, perhaps. Going to force out the Primal Roar. Collapse now going to try and back away with that extra bit of movement speed. Does get hit by the Gyrocopter ultimate. That's going to slow him down enough. Good snowball pickup from Mira. That buys him a couple of seconds, but Quinn is going to follow that ball. He is perfectly matched to be able to hit them both. The swashbuckle isn't enough, though. And Durachi and Quinn are now in trouble. Top of the coil. Laurel going to lock him down, and there's not much these supports can do to stop it. In fact, they're just going to feed right alongside the other two of Gaming Gladiators as Team Spirit in a 5-man move sweep over Gaming Gladiators, run them down underneath their towers, and even through the portal, Tofu will be denied that exit. Instead, he'll head back to the fountain after a triple kill for Yatoro. It's funny, but I feel like the game plan is kind of swamped where Team Spirit want to be able to run over Gaming Gladiators, take these outer towers so they can disrupt that ancient farming, and they're going to go straight to it. No hesitancy whatsoever. Immediate coil put onto Quinn, but they don't really have the strength to be able to bring him down just yet. Protected by all of Gaming Gladiators, who, again, they saw Team Spirit in the bottom lane show up as 5. They will do the same here in the mid lane. Quinn looks to find his mark, looks to see if he can drive right on through and straight to Maposhka. He'll find him here in the corner, clear out most of the trees, but Laurel's actually going to bounce back in here.
They're going to retake the fight.
But Poshka's going to stand and fight as best he can, but they pick off Ace immediately. Laurel trying to make his way out, and oh, the silence. Maybe he gets clipped again. He's dead. Couldn't jump to his orb in time.
Laurel also considering a BKB this game on Puck early just to deal with the calling and the global silence that's coming out. Gaming have a lot of tools to lock down these mobility heroes if they can find them. Right now, Maposhka just doing some scouting.
2 minutes to spot Maposhka, but there's nowhere for him to really run. He knows it too. He's definitely been caught, but he got some good information that'll lead to the pickoff on Ace. He saw all those heroes and he said, guys, this Lone Druid is alone in the top lane again. Kill him.
Look towards that second Roshan with it, get the spell and debuff immunity up for the silences that are causing them problems in the fight. Then you're not too worried about anything as Quinn is getting shredded by the death throw.
Even if you get out the Rolling Thunder, the physical damage from Yatoro is too much for him to handle. Tofu was kind of desperate, wanted to be able to get that kill on Mira, maybe trying to take away the Aegis, but frankly, he doesn't do nearly enough damage right now to deal with this carry, even on low HP like this. Missed the dead shot on Mira. Managed to sidestep that one, and they'll dive Tofu pretty easily. Yatoro does manage to get off the timeline server so barely. Meanwhile, Celery's picked off in mid. Team Spirit, they are absolutely outplaying Gaming Gladiators right now on the map. They just know all of these heroes are getting picked apart.
Something is going wrong with the detection on this tree, and for sure, he's just getting way too much information, way too deep right now. Team Spirit will play it safe, play it slow. Aegis out in 50 seconds, so you have to think about the timer here.
Look at that burst damage. Quinn caught by the coil and instantly killed by Yatoro. And you can feel it. Yatoro is seeing an opportunity. They're going to be able to cut down Celery, and now he goes in for the kill. The Aegis does expire, but the rest of his team provides the disable. So as the second life comes back up, he's going to shred through Ace. Looks over to Tofu next. Now, last left, perhaps Durachi trying to run him down. Durachi doing his best he can, but up against 3 different cores, he can't actually fight back. He has to run away. Oh, missing out on the dead shot. Yatoro is unstoppable. He's just diving to the base like it's nothing.
You just think about it again. 30 HP is the only thing that'll save you from this man right now.
So Team Spirit are going to slowly approach. They're going to group up together and take this fight.
Yatoro just time-lapse to the fountain and back to get his BKB. He will not have time-lapse for this fight because I don't need it.
Overgrowth with the three-man coil. It's looking beautiful, and Yatoro's right in there with his fresh BKB to lay the damage into these cores. Once again, Ace has no chance with the bear, and of course the Beastmaster's going to lock down that ball. You're not going anywhere, Quinn. They're going to catch more. Tofu's going to be the last one down. Darachu only survives because of his TP.
Everything coming together. Triple BKB instantly revealed all together on the exact fight Mapojka sets up. See how strong Yatoro really feels he is if he thinks he can just walk up and start hitting this tier 3. Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe that's why he's gone Scotty here. Level 20 done for the Weaver with Scotty completed a double damage rune and a quiver.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you get hit once by this Weaver, I think you're gone on the supports.
And that's a huge problem for Darachu as well, because he doesn't have that Satanic buildup yet. So he doesn't have the sustain to be able to stand toe-to-toe against the Weaver for too long, Ace.
I don't know if you know what's coming for you right now, but you're not going to like it.
It's going to be a shot to the back of the head. He's gone. Blown away by Yatoro, and they catch Quinn in the mid lane. They don't need Yatoro to make this kind of play. Laurel activates his BKB to catch the opposing mid laner, and with 2 dead, a double damage activated. Team Spirit are just all but just waiting for the creep wave to catch up with them.
It's just going to amp this physical through the roof right now, which makes this high ground siege a lot more tempting.
Here goes to the jump. BKB immediately activated by Darachu, but there's that physical damage. Darachu, he can't actually stand up against Yatoro and has to back away.
Of course he's diving.
Yatoro, yeah, he's just going to go for it. See if he gets the crit. He got it! Oh, no way! The final bit of damage required. Yatoro can claim it.
Yatoro, boss. This man knows no fear, no limits right now. He's just taking your base at 30 minutes, a position Gaiman is used to putting their opponents in. This is a hero that just took over the map. He farmed, he played his game with Yatoro, and it was the raw aggression and objective taking to put Gaming on the back foot. It's a scary thought if Team Spirit are taking
He's doing it again, isn't he? Yeah.
Own strat against you, and yeah, time lapse to the base for some Daedalus action. It's your own X marks the spot.
That is so much burst damage. Yeah, when he's got the enchanted quiver on top of that.
This is an insane, like, single hit, right? It doesn't take much. Sakuchi's in, hits you instantly, can start to run away. You're just getting chunked. This is the strength of Weaver right now. 15-2 for Yatoro.
Mira looking for his opening. Gaming Gladiators, it seems pretty clear. They can't take an honest fight against Team Spirit anymore. They're going to have to play around the fountain here. As a jump forward, the Dream Coil is slowly taking him out. Tofu does manage to live for now. Gets back to the fountain. But Team Spirit,
I mean, Mira's quite farmed.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about a high ground break mechanism. If they really get in a stalemate and need it, he's going to kick someone out, and Yatoro just runs straight into them.
Pops BKB, turns around. Oh, man, that damage is just building up so quickly. Quinn's got it in an instant, so is the bear. Darachu battling up against Laurel, but the big bad boss of the fight is definitely Yatoro, and once he turns his eye on a hero, it disappears.
Over.
Game over for this one, the Team Spirit.
Whose skeletons are better?
Well, right now, it's going to be Quinn trying to jump in, but immediately stopped by Laurel. Once again, with the counter initiation, Quinn's trying to get out of here, but he's going to be caught. The Inkswell plus the Silence is going to try and trample his way over the left-hand side, and he is slowed down, pulled back in by Collapse, though. Oh, and a Chronosphere actually locking away these 2 other cores right in front of this tower. Celery's trying to stop him now as they turn back around onto Ace, trying to finish him up. There goes that reincarnation. Darachu doesn't have much mana to work with, and on the fresh life, Ace is going to be pulled back underneath that tower again, just like Quinn. They are in trouble. Now Darachu's under this one as well, surrounded by 5 heroes. He's going to start desperately morphing into strength and try and wait for him over the left-hand side, but with all of this damage, he just cannot get far enough away. Gaming Gladiators will lose all 3 of their cores.
Just not crisp enough. Laurel walks it off. I think he even misclicked his swashbuckle there.
Darachu on the edge of the Chronosphere. Now that's an idea. Team Spirit said, oh, you used all those resources bottom lane, huh? It'd be a shame if your carry got picked off, wouldn't it?
No, I do think this late game is not 100% right. Like, we're talking about Mag Void. It is very powerful. You're going to get some pickoffs like this for sure, and Empower is going to clean up the map. And Aegis could depend on it, as they will bypass the vision mechanisms. Level 20 for Yatoro. He has Chrono attack speed here, plus this full Mjolnir. You get caught in this Chrono, it's a very different story than the last fight. How much room are you willing to give up right now?
That charge, they spot Celery. Chronosphere on the 2 of them. So he's going to bring down the support first. Nice use of the dead shot there. That'll make sure Ace doesn't get punished too much. Yatoro wants to be able to employ, right? He wants to Chronosphere, make sure that there's one hero or maybe two that gets no impact in the fight, just like it looks like Quinn. Ooh, he barely gets off that, but he is going to be slowed down as soon as the BKB is worn away. The time dilation kicks into play, and yeah, Team Spirit have caught him.
Just good vision on the map. Lets them set up for this kill. I mean, the Wraith King Axe is great versus the ults. It's just a question of can you do anything with like the 5 seconds you have afterwards, right? They're actually going to man up.
They're going to jump onto this Faceless Void, see if they can burst him down. Once again, there's that Inkswell Heart Dispel into the time one, and attempts, collapse, turns around, gets that RP on the two of them, locking down Durachi and finishing him off. And now Ace is going to come back into this with not much support. With no Quinn, they knew they had the numbers advantage, and they take the fight in the Gaming Gladiators no matter the cost. He gets a jump away. Force Stab helps him out, but it's not far enough. There is nowhere you can go. The collapse and Yatoro cannot follow. Back into the game, though. They still don't have Ace. They're still looking forward with this smoke.
There's
a hesitancy
out
here.
Yatoro?
Yeah, this is I'm surprised Gaming Gladiators. They're surprised that they're even out here.
What the hell is this move?
Up into the high ground.
Oh, Quinn.
He doesn't have a TP. Where are you, Quinn? He's going to be able to get a force stab down to the low ground, but that was an opportunity to get the pick off, and instead it's Collapse who finds the pick off. Another Ogre Seal Totem for Accelerate, trying to keep him alive. Bump back in. Oh, the swashbuckle just barely outside of the range there, and they do.
And Yatoro's back.
Yatoro's back into it. Durachi will be the first one down. Quinn, he has a BKB. Can he get it off? No, too many stuns.
This damage is ramped up so damn fast.
Oh, Collapse got him on the Inkswell.
Yatoro says you had your fun, you had your cliff walk, but I'm here to clean it up.
RP straight up in the top lane. He got caught trying to hit that tier 2. You can get nothing for free against Team Spirit. He's got an extra life. He's got a BKB in his backpack for that second life. And they got an opportunity from Collapse. Both Celery out of position. All right. Rachio going to try and use that Faceless Void form to be able to help out, but the Chronosphere goes into work. The Old Scepter not actually grabbing the real one. He's still up, and he finishes off the Morph like so easily. Now the RP gets the other two cores. Team Spirit so clean. The extra ghosts come out from the Wraith King, but doesn't really do anything. Ace just pops his BKB on the second life. They do manage to get another pick here on his Celeries. He tries to jump forward. They've got nothing left in the tank on Gaming Gladiators. They are all going to fall. They're going to throw their damage around. The Chief's actually getting popped as Collapse got a little bit low, but into the Fountain Laurel goes. A rampage, maybe a double. No, Tofu's going to deny him that. They're going to call the GG. The charge canceled by the Spirit Breaker.
Rolling Thunder very far away. He's just going to initiate from 3,000.
Yeah, because at any point in time, the Spectre can join him as soon as he gets that initiation, but they don't quite catch him. The Ice Blast is going to be stretched out. Yatoro may see an opportunity to turn this around. Yeah, he's going to go for Durachio here with the Snowball. There's so many heroes. They dispel out the Phantasm, but Yatoro himself, he will bring down. He will use his own hand to take down the enemy carry. Now looks to finish up these Brewlings if possible. Gaming Gladiators trying so hard. The last one is going to die. Double kill for Yatoro, and they turn back for Celery. A blink away from Quinn. He cannot afford to get caught here, but he doesn't have a TP. If he gets spotted...
They scanned him. They know.
On the scan. Uh-oh. Quinn's going to be in for a rude awakening in a second here. He just needs his blink up, and he gets hit by the Dicto. Swatch will go from the side, but they have the silence on him. The Ghost remains with Quinn. He tries to go for a roll-up play, but he's got nowhere to roll away to.
Those have TP back. But
stuck in the corner, gets some good damage from Swashbuckle. Too many heroes.
Slowly getting towards that Ags. That team fight definitely helps. Still 500 off here, but that's going to be a large damage ramp as the Shadow Step comes out. Look,
Durachio's trying to do this solo. It's a bit dangerous. Collapse, they're going to try and turn back around. They do have the Ice Blast that'll finish off here pretty easily. And Collapse, he's got to be careful of his damage by Yatoro. He comes in, swipes down Durachio. But the rest of the team is now here from Gaming Gladiators looking for the catch, but Collapse has already rolled away. Ball taken out. Oh, the hook shot. It's not quite enough. They have no stuns. Collapse breaks free.
Straight through the man's heart. He did not care. He just walks it off.
Back away, Primal Split being used. If they can get everybody out, it's a dream for Team Spirit. Collapse is making that momentum though. Pushed back by the Void Panda, now hit by the Orchid. If they can kill Collapse, that'd be great, but he has so many dispels and so many heals. Mira jumping in, going for the back line. The Pango's been caught, and Yatoro, he destroys him so instantly. Now turns his damage onto Durachio. Back by Collapse. A charge on through. Tofu, he just managed to get the force tap down to the low ground. Does get a dead shot onto Collapse, but he's still pretty damn healthy, and they can't turn this one around. It is all Team Spirit, and they will feast on the Brewmaster last.
team fight decision making just off the charts here. I mean, the kiting dealing with the ult, they just make it look way too easy right now. And so many charges going through from Collapse. He is looking for the high five, and he will get it here.
That was a fight for Roshan, but it is now a fight to hit high ground.
I mean, that's a fight for an Aegis.
Uh-oh.
There's a Lincoln's, there's a Swell, there's Four Staff's Grave. Yatoro's gonna take his chance to
Big burst down. Oh, man. Before you can even complete the sentence, he's already gone. They do have an Ice Blast, though. That's pretty well positioned. Duracio's already cleaned up the Grimstroke. It's not too bad, but Duracio, he needs to get out of there. Oh, my God, that's so much.
Buyback from the
It's
Spectre.
too much damage. Spectre has to win this now, but he has to be careful of that Dazzle. They have to be able to take away this Aegis at the bare minimum. Surely they have to go for more. They have to risk it. Collapse is going to charge on through to make sure you can't set up on Yatoro. Now Yatoro will turn back around on you. He's ready for that fight. He pulls back into Duracio. This could be it for Gaming Gladiators unless they find a way out of it. Quinn's dead next. Now Duracio, a dive back for him. He falls. Tofu's pulled back in. He is pulled to his death, down into his grave. Quinn, last man standing for Gaming Gladiators.
Gonna need one hell of a primal split here.
Yatoro starts pushing forward. Mira doesn't quite get it there, and they actually stop the Spear Breaker right in front of their base, but they're locked in by the shards. Quinn's able to hop around it, but now the Scylla, it holds him in place. He can't do anything against that, but at least the Brewmaster can. Gets off the split, but the throne is exploded, and now he's been
welcome to hell.
Oh no! It is too much for Gaming Gladiators to be able to handle. They are not going to be able to get through this. They have to pray to get out, but the Cathedral is merciless. It is Team Spirit who are unstoppable.